relationship, yo. It's hang out.
Love-hate relationship, yeah.
Love-hate relationship. But yo, what's popping? What's popping, people? Back like we never left. I'm here. The man, the myth, the legend, Mugiwara MattB. What's popping, bro?
Yo, man, what is good? What is good? It's good to be on here. You know, my man Brago. Always when I think I'm out, they pull me right back in. That's literally my motto for Brago.
The hiatus is going on too long. What's been 3 weeks?
Yo, he's like he's knocking on my door. He's like, yo, Togashi, get out, get your ass up.
We need a video, but where you been at, bro? Tell the people where you been at, though.
Well, you know, man, so it's end of the school year, graduations, all of that stuff. I had a couple of friends graduating, so I've been, you know, making my way all throughout like different cities, you know, down here in the South and stuff. And then I've been working on music, really heavy, and I've just been like really zoned out on that. I've really been feeling like inspired and stuff lately, so I decided, you know, I'm gonna just really like lock in. And then I've been reading Kingdom.
Word.
But yeah, I have. I've been reading Kingdom, and I've been trying to what I've really been like working on. I've just been trying to like work on like video editing in Premiere Pro.
Okay.
So that I can edit the live reactions but I want to do it in a different way so that it's like, you know, so it's kind of like fresh, so that we can all like enjoy like the ride together.
Okay.
You know, and so that's really what I've been like just focused on, because I want to make those right, because everybody tells me, yo, Kingdom, like this shit right here is lit, exactly, it's lit, it's crazy.
I literally today got somebody into Kingdom. Like at work, I was talking about Kingdom to somebody, and they read like 5 chapters. They're like, yo, I'm liking this shit right now. So tomorrow they're gonna give me an update as far as like what they think, but they read 5 chapters, they like it. Definitely. And they can't wait. What chapter are you on right now?
Right now I am on, so like a month, and I stopped reading it probably like a month ago. Just because I like not because it was bad or anything. I just you know, I just stopped reading it. But right now I'm on chapter, let's see, chapter 85.
Okay.
85 or 84. I haven't I haven't really like been binge reading.
Yeah.
Because I haven't, you know, it's like I sit down.
Like the music got you right now.
Yeah, right. I sit down and I start doing something, and then I just, you know, start doing something completely different.
Yeah. Now I understand that, yo. It's like in certain moments, it's so easy to just like do other things, and you just like lose track of time, and you're like, oh damn, I haven't uploaded a video in a week, or I haven't done this in a week. And it's just like when shit is happening in life, like you gotta prioritize. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, it seems like you're locked in with the music, and like when you're in that zone, you just gotta roll with it, man. So I definitely understand that. For sure.
Just gotta keep rolling with it. Just keep rolling with it. But it's all gonna come around full circle, because there's gonna be a time when I'm gonna completely like step away from music.
Are you going to step away?
Like I'm saying, like after I'm done like making these songs and stuff that I'm making right now, like everything that I'm doing, after I'm done, like after I've gotten that out of me, I'm not gonna make music for a while. Like I'm just gonna, because you know, you gotta live a little to make music.
That's true, unless you're gonna be
and I'm not just gonna put music out just to
throw it out.
Yeah, I don't really work like that. Like anything that I do, especially if it's creating, I gotta be like inspired to do it, or I have to have something that I'm aiming towards.
All right, so if for a song, right, would you rather have a hit like Kendrick's Humble or Future's Mask Off?
Okay. Because I mean, Mask Off is a different type of hit.
Yeah,
like that shit went viral.
Yes, because of the challenge and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sauce Guy.
That shit went fucking viral, bruh.
Exactly. So that's the thing. That's the quickest way for a song to blow up nowadays. If you get it on social media and people start doing like the mannequin challenge. That's how
Yeah.
Black Beatles got so crazy because of how much people was just spreading it on social media. And like with Mask Off, like that's another challenge. And it's like if you can get a song that goes along with a challenge nowadays, it just goes viral and it's crazy. But if you're releasing quality music like Kendrick, it's like, you know, I feel like that's more sustainable.
Look at what happened with that. Like that song was way bigger than what anybody like thought it was gonna be.
I didn't think it'd be that big. Like
exactly.
When I first heard it, I was like, all right, okay, you know, Kendrick, but you know, then it's like, okay,
like bro, that dude is all over the NBA playoffs, dude. Like all over the playoffs. Humble is on there and
DNA. I mean, that could have been calculated, yo. Like he knew like the songs he was coming out with. It's like, you know, the NBA kind of latches on to some songs sometimes, and it's just like DNA.
Bro, normally it's like a song, like how they do the music choosing. It's normally a song that's already like buzzing,
right?
A song that's already like
they bring something back that was popping, yeah.
Yes, and then it's like literally, dude, they jumped on this hype train. Like they were like, "Yo, this is on fire! Like, let's get it!" And I'm like when I was watching the playoffs the other day, it was like it was probably like 2 weeks ago. It was like whenever the Cavs were going against the Pacers.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard DNA, and like you see like LeBron like doing the commercial. I'm like, yo, like they are really like
they pushing this shit. They're pushing it heavy. I mean, Kendrick outsold Drake in the first week, which is, you know, no one expected that. I mean, More Life
expected that.
It was a different type of project, but Kendrick still outsold Drake. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta give him respect for that. So, I mean, I think Kendrick right now he's in his own lane, man. Wait, Matt, have you ever seen Everyday Struggle?
Yeah, I seen it.
What are your thoughts on that?
Oh wait, academics. I mean, it's cool. I like it. It's like his opinions are kind of like sometimes, you know, they're hit or miss. Like he's cool though.
I mean, I like it because I like academics, and I tolerate Joe Budden.
Joe Budden, yeah, I tolerate that nigga.
But sometimes Joe Budden, I'm just like, oh my god, they've been watching our streams. Like this, like sometimes the shit Joe Budden just be saying, I'm like, what? He can't mean the shit he be saying. And then it's like he's just so disrespectful with the shit he be saying. Like, yo, how is academics just taking this right now?
Yeah, but it's because they've known each other for so long. Like they built like a relationship. They're almost like brothers and shit.
Yeah, they're building it, but it's like I'm just like, damn, yo, like you just going in right now.
Joe Budden would have to see me talking to me.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, we fighting, bro. Like what?
Yeah, exactly.
And it just seems so bitter. Did you see the Lil Yachty thing where he went in like he told Lil Yachty like nobody is as happy like
nobody is happy like that? I'm like, yo, this nigga's hating.
That shit killed me, yo. This shit is funny though.
This nigga's hating like a motherfucker. But bro, we're gonna talk about this forever if we don't stop.
I know. Let's get to One Piece. People are asking about Kingdom, and I know Sauce God Dear 71 just donated $2. He said, MattB, what's up with the ARL? We can touch on that, then we get into the One Piece.
Yo, I just the ARL is still going, man. I told everybody if you want to get in, just hit me up on Twitter, hit me up on Discord. I'll get you in there and I'll get you a battle. Like it's going. There's been battles uploaded and all of that type of stuff. So you know, get over there.
The link will be in the description. So hit Matt on Twitter, hit me on Twitter. I'll let Matt know, and you can, you know,
exactly. We'll get you in there.
And don't be whack, bro. Don't be don't be
whack because niggas are really like catching bodies in the ARL. Like
don't come through no whack shit. That's all I'm gonna say. But people ask about the Kingdom discussions. I actually plan on doing one today, but everybody wasn't available. So yeah, Kingdom discussions are gonna happen because right now everything that's going on is popping. But today we're gonna talk One Piece. We haven't heard from Matt as far as One Piece. That was the last chapter. Last chapter you covered was like 864, right?
864.
So, 865. Big Mom going crazy. Luffy showing her the mirror. Katakuri versus Jinbei.
Yo, man, I gotta go in.
What's your thoughts, man?
It's a lot of stuff to talk about. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Okay. So I heard a lot of people saying that Katakuri was trash.
Oh man.
Why people are saying this, I don't know. I mean, okay, so and like shame on a lot of people who didn't touch on this. Katakuri is the first Logia user that we have ever seen combine his Logia fruit with hockey. And nobody is going crazy about that.
Oh,
and when I saw that, bro, I'm like, yo, this nigga is on another level. He is on another level. He combined his hockey with his devil fruit. Yo,
I did not think of that.
No one said anything about it. And I'm like, yo, what is going on? Go back and look at that shit. I'm like, yo, this nigga is on another level.
Wait, did he really?
He combined his Logia fruit with his ornament hockey. The Busoshu, it's the black shit. And that's the first Logia user that we've ever seen do it.
Wow. You know what? I saw it. And the thing, you know what's messing with people right now is because a lot of people they don't really think he's a typical Logia. You know what I mean? It's like people still don't believe he's an actual Logia.
They don't because of his fruit. But look. You know what I've noticed? The way that Katakuri is controlling his fruit is the same way Akainu and Aokiji control theirs. It's the same way that all the like remember when Akainu got slashed by Marco and by Jozu?
Yes.
Remember the way he used his body, he used his element, he used his fluid body to shape itself around their attacks. And then
that's true.
Remember he moved his neck and then he's like, oh, you idiots are hockey users.
Right.
Like, bro, it was like he was just saying it like he was annoyed. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, dude, the same way that Akainu was using his shit is the same way that Katakuri is using his. And nobody is talking about this. And I've been waiting for the right time. But, dude, that man is a problem. He is a problem.
I didn't even know, bro. I didn't pick up on that. I saw him use. Everybody's like, "Yo, you use hockey to kick Luffy or whatever." But when you think about it, he did combine armament with his devil fruit, and that's impressive. We have not seen that before. I mean, people are saying, "I can't think of somebody else that did it."
No one. The only person that has combined hockey with their devil fruit that is noticeable is Luffy and Doflamingo. Doflamingo did it whenever he did the 16 bullets.
Yeah,
remember that? He did it with that because that's why they were turning black.
Yes,
and then you have Luffy who did the Red Hawk, and then year fourth. But Luffy is a paramecia, which is Doflamingo is a paramecia. Which makes sense. But a Logia user, we've never, ever in the history of One Piece. Not even Sabo did this shit.
That's true. And Katakuri did it. Yeah. I just off of that. I mean, here's the thing. We all know Katakuri is trash. I know people that say that. Sometimes I feel like it's just to spark, some controversy because at the end of the day, Katakuri is the highest bounty that we've seen in the series. And here's the thing with some bounties. People use bounty when it's convenient. When it's like, oh, he has a higher bounty. But then it's like, when you use bounty, well, bounty isn't everything. But it's like, you don't stumble into 1 billion.
No, you don't.
Like, you don't just fall into 1 billion. That shit is legit. And this past chapter, Katakuri casually got past Jimbo, Capone, and Pedro.
And Luffy. Like,
took down Luffy.
He took down Luffy. He took him down and continued on his merry way. And he did it effortlessly. But one thing that I do want to say, because I'm reading the comments and a lot of people are saying what I thought that they would say. Predictable, folks. Stop being predictable, okay? Use your context clues. So I'm pointing out that Katakuri is the first person in the series to do this, but he's most likely not the only one. Hence why I talked about Akainu and Aokiji using their fruits the same way that Katakuri does.
Of course.
Now, why this is important is because Oda had the opportunity to show other characters who had a Logia devil fruit and Haki, but he didn't do it. He didn't showcase that with them. He chose to do it with Katakuri, and this time. So I think that speaks volumes. And once again, I'm not saying that he's the only person. He's just the first in the series that we've seen, that we've physically seen. And now Akainu, Aokiji, and all of them, yes, granted, they probably were able to do this a while ago.
Right.
But
we haven't.
Timing is everything. Execution is everything. This is a testament to Katakuri's power, and just it opens up the doors for future Logia users.
When you look at Katakuri and everything he's done this arc, where Katakuri's powers, where he can see the future and change the future and alter the future in some way. Yes, in this setting, it's a detriment because you have multiple people that can step in to alter the future that he's seen. 1v1, that is an overwhelming power. 1v1, if he knows what you're going to do, you have no one else that can really step in to change it or alter it. Like, it's you versus him. I think it's overwhelming. And now, like, when we talk about him putting Haki on his Logia devil fruit, and the fact that it's also sticky, like, I'm sure Katakuri can, when he's fighting, like, the whole area around him can be his devil fruit.
Oh, most likely. Most likely.
So unless you can fly, you're already at a disadvantage. So, man. I mean, a lot of people sleep on Katakuri. I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, we have to take the people that say that. First off, I think saying characters are trash in One Piece, that's toxic as it is, because it's a few characters that's trash, but trash is thrown around way too much.
It's thrown around like just too casually.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like, but I think most times people don't really mean trash, but it's like a knee-jerk reaction. And I think I saw somebody tweet something about this, where it's like social media has kind of altered our language and the way we say things. Whereas before we try to find a way to explain ourselves better, but we just say fuck it. Katakuri is trash. Like, we don't even want to say underwhelming. We just said fuck it. He's trash.
Trash.
You know, it's just like, so maybe that's just, an effect of the time we're living right now.
It's that syndrome that people have in the community of One Piece, man. The fandom. Yep. Like I always say, there are certain characters that have been made out to be so strong that we want to take them down a notch. Like we're in a hurry to take them down because we want to see them defeated. We want to speed up. We want to speed this process up because we want to see these top tiers. Yes. And no one wants to be patient.
Remember, the Admiral was pre-time skip because they were just hyped up so much. Everyone just wanted to see them fall. So it's like, even the whole, I'm not even going to get into that Akainu Whitebeard thing, but that's just what we are suffering from. I mean, I get some of it where we're not seeing fights, so people are just really eager to see fights, so they just like anticipate everything, they overthink everything, and if somebody doesn't live up to the expectations that they set, then they're trash. Which, of course, it's hyperbole. So we just kind of have to sift through it. I mean, sometimes we entertain it just because, for the fact that it's entertaining to the viewers at times. Yeah. You know what I mean? But for the most part, it's like, it's not, we can't take that shit seriously. Hey, wait, we got a donation by Mr. Sure Shot. $10 donation. Appreciate it, man. It said, Big Mom could be based off of Napoleon. The real-life Napoleon Bonaparte was dethroned as emperor and was exiled to an island called Elba, which is very similar to Elbaf, plus her size complex.
That's true.
That's pretty good.
Plus her size
I've heard
complex.
That one.
I haven't.
That's good. That's good. Wait, Matt, we haven't heard your thoughts on Big Mom yet. Mr. Short Shot, that was dope.
Yeah, Mr. Sure Shot, thanks for that, man. Appreciate it.
Wait, I'm trying to think if we're missing anything in the chapter. Oh, wait, the Vinsmoke.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh.
What do you think about BDV, fam?
All right. Now, I'm glad that you asked me about Big Daddy Vinsmoke.
Yep.
Even though that's the first time that I've ever called him that on camera, because I normally say Daddy Vinsmoke. But anyways,
just gotta roll with it.
Gotta roll with it. So, as I was saying, okay, dude, where do I fucking start? Because this right here is just okay. So with Vinsmoke, with Big Daddy Vinsmoke,
yes.
First and foremost, I'm highly disappointed.
Agreed.
How do you come into a Yonko's territory?
Yeah.
Without a plan?
It's painful.
What?
It hurts me. It really hurts me.
This is like this. This is so bad. This is so bad because if this is somebody who's supposed to have a very close intellect to Vegapunk, they're supposed to be so great that they can work alongside that guy.
Unlock the lineage factor, the secrets to life itself.
Hang on a second. Let me turn my camera off. If he can do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he works and he comes into the plan, or he comes into Big Mom's territory without a plan.
Yep.
Then what is that gonna say about Big Mom?
That's the thing. Where Big Mom, Big Mom's family, right? In the first place, Smoothie hasn't done anything. For the most part, Smoothie hasn't done shit. Wait, is Matt muted?
Yeah, I am muted.
Okay, wait. I'll just read some chat comments till you get back.
Okay.
They say, yo, King of Lightning said he might be top 5. Matt, chill. Sauce God said Vinsmoke snail boats. Shout out to Sauce God, yo. No, the chapter's not out. But I mean, I've given you guys my thoughts on Big Mom and her family and how I felt about it, and how I don't want to judge this arc already. I don't want to judge it already, but so far, I keep waiting for that twist. I keep waiting for that aha moment where the Vinsmoke they show me something to justify the hype that they've received. At the end of the day, Judge mentions not trusting a pirate at the end, and then he trusted a pirate. And to see his character just falter this way, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And I'm not feeling it. I'm going to give it some more time, though. So, but the thing is, how can the Vinsmoke redeem themselves? At this point, how can they redeem themselves? Because Big Mom's commanders, excluding Katakuri, has been equally as unimpressive. They have been like that. Whitebeard Fanboy has a good point where the Vinsmoke are hyped by North Blue standards, not Grand Line standards. The reason why I expected more from them is the fact that we see where Sanji is without the exoskeleton, and the exoskeleton was hyped up. They were hyped up to be this special thing, and Sanji was this strong without it. So you kind of scale it. Sanji made us scale it, and for them to be this unimpressive, I'm sorry.
Yo, I am back. My apologies.
All good, bros. Wait, Sauce God said, how big a difference will the fade suits make then? By fade suits, he means the
raid suits.
Yes.
Man, at this point, it better make a hell of a lot of a difference if he's talking about if only if I had my red suit, if only if I had my super suit on.
Yeah, that's what he said. Like a Power Ranger. Like if only I had my morpher. If I had my vote for you guys, would be done. But
So, so look, man, I want to touch on this whole thing about Big Mom being weak, okay?
oh
Because
god,
look, yo,
that's
yo,
trending
I
too. You know,
yeah, it is, it is.
a One Piece Twitter. That's right at the top. Big Mom week.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say this first and foremost is that um this arc's convenience, like it just does not cease to amaze me. It's like, yo.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm talking about specifically now is the fact that Big Mom is so out of it right
She
now
doesn't know what the fuck is going on.
that
Period.
she doesn't know what to be angry about. Okay, how
That's
about
true. That's another thing. She
how
doesn't know what to
how
be mad
about
about.
how
So
about you angry? How about you be angry at everything all
right,
at once?
she doesn't know what to be mad
And
about, bro.
and look, this could definitely like she can still be mad and angry and everything trigger her all at once.
Mm-hmm.
But and that brings me into what I'm gonna segue into. Okay. Yes, this arc is convenient. Yes, Big Mom is being convenient.
Yes.
Like everything surrounding Big Mom has been convenient this whole arc. But when you're as weak as Luffy is in terms to Big Mom,
Mm-hmm.
then this arc has to be that convenient.
Yeah.
But look. What was I gonna say? All right. I think that what's happening right now is that Big Mom is being downplayed purposely because whenever this flashback is done, I think that that's when we're going to get like our narration and Big Mom is going to go into her wrath.
Right.
And I think when she goes into her wrath, it's going to be done. Like it's just going to be devastating.
Right.
And at least that's what I hope. At least that's what I hope. I
Listen,
hope that
this better be
that
done right. It better be done
yes,
right.
it has to be. It has to be. And Oda, you can't hype this character up the way that you've hyped this character up.
And
And when
then
I'm talking about this character, I mean in the relation that Oda hyped
the
he hyped the
Yonko.
Yonko up, and
Right.
Big Mom is the Yonko. So now, now we're gonna expect, or now it's pretty much with this. If Big Mom goes down, and if Big Mom if it's just easy go happy go lucky, then the rest of the Yonko are gonna go down on pretty much bullshit.
Right. That's the thing that's disappointing me where I wanted the Straw Hats, at least this arc, to kind of set the tone for what's to come. Where the Straw Hats invading Big Mom's territory is gonna set the tone and say, hey, them invading territory, Luffy, like I felt like Luffy running into the enraged army and how they decimated him. I was like, okay. I was like, that's what's supposed to happen. I didn't want Luffy fighting his way out of there. Like how he got decimated, I was like, okay, this is good. Luffy should not be able to break out of it. But then it's kind of deteriorated since then. And it's like so many things has happened where it's just like, okay. So the main thing right now is like Smoothie, right?
Oh, yeah, and I didn't even say anything about that. That's another convenience. Like Smoothie isn't doing anything.
Nothing. She's not doing anything. She's asking people for help. Someone stop Capone. Someone.
Man, I think it's safe to say that Capone overreacted to Katakuri telling him to get Luffy
Why you say that?
because Katakuri says at the end it was after Capone attacked him. He says, "Oh, so Capone's betrayed us," and it was like he was like announcing it, like it was him. It wasn't like a confirmation. It was kind of like, "What? Like you betrayed us?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if you go back and you read it, like and that's what I thought happened initially, and that's why like I can't wait until it's animated, because you're gonna be able to see like exactly what I'm
The
talking
flow,
about,
because
and
right
you're
now,
gonna fear you're gonna like because look, all we hear, or all we hear whenever we read Katakuri say something is us imagining what he's saying. But if we're listening to it, like when we're watching the anime, right,
hmm
then we're gonna be able to hear his tone. We're gonna be able to hear like
right,
he probably
the
he
mannerisms and shit.
probably yeah, he was probably yelling to Capone like, Capone, stop him. Like he
Right,
was saying it
yeah,
with like a sense of urgency, like, yo, stop him.
hmm
Not giving him an order, like not telling him, yo, you do this. But you know, whenever you're guilty of something, your actions and like your facial expressions, you like whenever you're guilty of something. So for instance, if I know that I'm cheating on my girl, right, my
right.
conscience is gonna tell on me before like
Before
she
you say
finds
anything,
out.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
And that's what I think was happening with Capone and Katakuri, was like Capone was telling on himself, but
yeah.
he was overreacting whenever like
Category, yeah,
Katakuri told him something.
yeah.
And if he just would have went along with it, he probably could have like made the process easier. You
Possibly,
get what I'm saying?
possibly.
Like
But yeah,
because
all he knew, like it was like a hunch. Like he didn't have any definitive information. It was kind of like, okay, his face is white. He must have seen something really bad. Let me engage. You know what I mean? So something really bad is
yeah,
gonna happen. But so it's just a hunch. I mean, um, I felt like it was some very smart by Capone to like deduce that like that quickly. Whereas like he kind of bought Luffy some time. I mean, Katakuri got around all three of them pretty easily.
pretty
Like,
easily.
like, like if it wasn't Luffy and Luffy having the ability to stretch, it's done. Like it's done. But again, you know, I don't know why like Katakuri would not like completely like just shut Luffy down. I, he's a rubber man, but it is what it is, man.
Yo, somebody said, why is she a Yonko? I think it's Steve-O who said this. Why is she a Yonko if it's this easy to crash her shit? Okay, there's two things that I have to say. You realize that literally two people that were, well, no. There's two people that defected against Big Mom to make this happen. If Jinbei and Capone don't turn on Big Mom, then no one's getting into this party. Like Luffy wouldn't be into this party right now.
Yeah, just think because Luffy would be dead, right? No, he'd be armless because he's about to rip his arms off to save
He'd be
Nami.
done. It's
Yeah,
it's not like we're reading it and we think that it's easy because like how fast that is transitioned into happening.
a lot of things
But
had to
no,
happen. A
no,
lot of
a lot
things
of
had to happen.
things,
Opera had to fuck up major. Capone,
the
yeah,
whole Big Mom crew keeping things away from Big Mom is another reason why this is happening too.
Capone had to uh what's his face? Capone and his plan. Capone turning on Big Mom was another part of it. Like they didn't expect that. That was a huge. Capone is a huge part of this. And I know people are asking as well, like, what was Capone's plan without Luffy? You know what I mean? Like, what did Capone have planned,
Exactly.
which
What
didn't
was his
involve
plan
Luffy?
without Luffy?
You know what I mean? So it's like people are like suspicious of Capone. Like, did you really have a plan? Like, what was this? Do you have something else planned? Do you plan on taking out everybody at whole cake and you getting away solo? Like, what's this? Like, what did you have planned without Luffy? Because right now it seemed like none of this shit would be happening if not for Luffy. So it's like, I don't know, Capone. But Mr. Shortshot just had another comment,
Yeah,
another
that's
donation.
what I was just about to tell you, and it's kind of a good question, like the last part.
Yeah. He said, the arc has two plot holes. Sanji didn't give a fuck about the kids in Punk Hazard, and now Oda is playing this kindness card. If the triplets don't have emotions, how come Yanji went all heart eyes for Nami? Hmm. Um, we touched on this
Because
before
that
in
is
the
true.
stream
Like
about the whole emotion thing. I remember we got into an argument actually on stream about what is emotions. You remember that? We it was an argument as far as like we were arguing literally what are emotions.
I don't think I was back by that
Maybe we
point.
weren't back then, but we had an
Yeah.
argument literally asking each other what are emotions. Because it's like
Those cancer things.
Yeah, it was one of those. It was one of those. It was fun to talk about because it's like it really showed how many people did not know what emotions were. But it was funny. But at the end of the day, though, it was like it seems like they don't have emotions that's gonna hinder their duty. Whereas like Yanji has this infatuation or this kind of this gag where it's like he has the hard eyes for Nami. I mean, do you view that as a plot hole?
I would, because for him to have hard eyes, he has to feel something.
Is lust an emotion?
Lust is based off of an emotion.
So it's like then we start getting that's what we like we start getting into like
Lust is, would I say lust is a form of love?
well, it's like
Probably
sexual desire, you know.
lust, I would say, is like the evil. Would you say like the evil form of love? I don't know if
Lust is the evil stepbrother of love.
of love. Maybe you
So
could say
lust
that.
is like so they had emotion in school, and then lust was the one person that couldn't get in because he always took it too far.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. All right, that's what lust is. So we gotta count lust. I mean, I don't know. I'm torn on that. I'm torn on that because in some instance we saw like how they weren't afraid to die, but then we saw like how they reacted to how Yanji reacted to Nami. Um, I don't know, but they were happy at what's her name, Corset being attacked. They were like laughing at that, but I don't know. At this point, I'm really not sure.
Man, it might just like, okay, for instance, if this was just a gag between like Sanji's brothers, like all four of them,
Yeah.
then I could understand that. Like if Nijiji and Ichiji did it as well when they saw like different girls, okay, cool. But like, I don't know, maybe Oda planned to do that. He just hasn't put them in the situation to do that. Like,
So Foob is saying this. He said, "I don't think they don't have emotions. I think it's a subpart translation from what Japanese means, and I think he's trying to say they can't feel negative emotions."
man, dude, I don't know. I
Yeah.
think all I can really go off of is what Oda has said about the guys, and it, it isn't it stated that he's suppressed their emotions.
Yeah.
He's made them born without emotions.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like they should not have emotions. But here's the thing: they it's suppressing their emotions. But don't you gain emotions through experience? You know what I mean? Where it's like, okay, they don't have
Yeah.
emotions, right? Like they're born without emotions. They're grown without emotions. But as you go through life and they realize they like killing people, they're gonna be happy when they start killing people. You know what I mean? Where it's like they were like born with emotions. Everything was done to suppress their emotions. But I think emotions are kind of like gained as you go through life. So Yanji, as he went through life, he realized I like fat asses and big titties. So then when he saw Nami, it was like, yo, big titties. Like he
Yo,
reacted to it.
let's get it in.
You know what I mean? Like someone say if lust is an emotion, so is hunger. That's what Uber cult said. Like I said, we don't think lust is an emotion, but you can say it is. It's like the off-brand. It's we're getting into like a bunch of specifics where it's like we don't even know if that's the correct way Oda meant it. So I don't know. They say a loss of humanity is suppressing emotions. Apparently, hunger is an emotion. They say lust, wrath, greed, and what the fuck? It say isn't laughing an emotion. They were all laughing after the Sanji and Luffy fight. That's the thing where it's like they're happy at things that isn't a detriment. Like they show emotions to things that's not a detriment to their mission.
I think somebody said it best. They probably don't lack emotion. They just lack empathy.
That's probably it. That may be it. Where they don't understand, like it just
They
doesn't
don't
register.
understand it. Like it's a foreign concept to
Yeah,
them.
like they're like children, where some kids would do things and it's just like they don't know that they're doing it, and they don't realize like why you're mad, like why are you mad, and
I,
it's like
man, I really feel like this was one of Oda's like biggest missed opportunities like ever when it
yes,
comes to a writing perspective is the Vinsmokes. Like
yeah, he dropped the ball.
he could have fleshed out the Vinsmokes a little bit, and it could have built the world of One Piece a little bit more. Like imagine how much we could have found out about Vegapunk without Vegapunk being on screen, and it would have made the mysteries
The lore would have grown more.
about him.
The lore would have grown a lot more. It really would have.
Like, I mean, and now like it's to the point. Like, I mean, discussion about Vegapunk has already gotten a little bit more, a little bit more rampant
Yes.
because now people are wondering, okay, well, is Vegapunk like willingly staying with the
Well, at this point, I think that Vegapunk has to be somehow connected to Dragon.
Yeah, me too.
Either he's working with Dragon by choice, or Dragon is forcing Vegapunk to work for him. Because do you think Dragon would hold somebody's family hostage for the greater good?
Hmm?
Do you think Dragon, like say Dragon had like Vegapunk's daughter or something, and it's like you have to do this or I'm gonna kill your daughter? Do you think Dragon would do that?
I
Wait, so
think we might see that side of Dragon like potentially.
that's the thing here, where some people don't think that Dragon has that side to him.
He might.
So
Because
what do you think
this
about
is
Dragon in that aspect?
look, this is my thing. I think that with Oda, we always see two different sides of the spectrum whenever it comes to like factions. So for instance, you see good pirates, you see bad pirates, or you see, or I don't even want to say you see good pirates or bad pirates. You see pirates that do good things, you see pirates that do bad things.
Right.
Um, you for instance, the Marines, you see two people with forms of justice, but you got somebody like uh like like Sengoku, somebody like Aokiji, somebody like Garp,
Mm-hmm.
Akainu.
Yeah.
Like you got somebody who's absolute justice, who's all about justice by any means, and then you got this other person who's just like, oh well, like we're supposed to enact justice, but like use your better judgment for that. So what I think what was going to happen when it comes to the revolutionaries is that we're going to see some revolutionaries that want to change the world for good, and some that want to change the world for worse.
Yeah, that's the thing where I feel like as a revolutionary, you're probably gonna have to be more ruthless than the government in a way, because like you're trying to change the world. You probably don't have access to the resources that the government has. So you're probably gonna have to do some things to get those resources. If it means, maybe doing something to this family to get those resources, you're gonna do it. Because at the end of the day, you're justifying it through the prism of this is for the greater good. We have to get this done because we're revolutionaries. And then I
Yeah.
think they may be some like revolutionaries that's on Dragon's side that may get high, drunk off that power. That may go around saying, we're doing this for the greater good. It is what it is. And it's like,
Exactly.
that's the side I want to see, because now people are looking at the revolutionaries like they're the good guys. But like there are things behind the scenes that you're not seeing, things that they have to do that's probably morally not right, but to get to where they want to get to, they have to do it. Like It's just that simple.
And then this is another thing. We don't know any of Dragon's motives.
Nope.
Like for all we know, Luffy's mother could have been shot cold blood by a celestial dragon right in front of Dragon. And that could be, why he started doing what, his thing. And I don't think that that's what it is, because that would be very predictable,
Right.
so to say.
It's yeah.
I think it's something way, way, way deeper than that. I think Dragon knows stuff about the Void Century.
Of
I
course.
think, yeah, he has to. I
Definitely.
think that's what made him pretty much become a revolutionary, is finding something out. And I mean, like, dude, they say, like whenever Robin met up with Dragon's people, they said that, yo, Dragon's been wanting to meet you for a long time. So
Yeah.
we don't know what, dude. We don't know if Dragon just had poneglyphs stacked up on deck and was like, yo, man, translate all of these for me. Let me know what they say.
That's the thing. It's like Dragon seems to be very knowledgeable. For him to have the cachet and the motivation to say, you know what, I'm gonna start a faction that's gonna be the direct opposite or the direct force against the world government. I'm going to take the world government down. So it could be a grudge because sometimes things start as like, oh, you killed my someone I was in love with. It could be that simple, where someone he was in love with got executed just off of something stupid about the celestial dragons. You know how they operate. Or Dragon knows the true meaning of the Void Century. He knows everything of the Void Century. That's why the theories of, is Dragon, was he an admiral or was he CP0? Because he had to have had some pull to get that knowledge. Personally, I think I'm leaning towards CP0.
I think he was an admiral.
I mean, the admiral thing, it's like, it's a lot of,
Look. The reason why I say he's an admiral is because, look, man. Okay, Garp is why I say that.
Okay.
Garp, we don't know. So look, we don't know if Garp, um, if Garp was successful in um, getting Dragon to join the Marines, like he wanted to do with Luffy and Ace, and
Yeah.
and and by the way that Garp and Luffy's hierarchy goes, within their family, you can bet your ass that Dragon was probably a strong motherfucker.
Oh, for
So who
sure.
knows? He probably soared through the ranks. He
Mm-hmm.
probably was just a standout. And I mean, the reason why I say that the Marines is because Akainu seemed to have like this just crazy grudge against him, like they
Yes.
were former colleagues or something, like, or something happened.
It's something
Like
personal there. It
yeah,
seems like it's
it's
something there where it's like he really hates the Monkey D family.
I don't even want to say the Monkey D family. I think it's just Dragon.
You think it's Dragon? He has something
Dude,
against Dragon.
he
He
was
did say Dragon's son.
he said, yo, that's Dragon's son.
Yeah.
That's what he was calling Luffy. He
Yeah.
didn't call Luffy Straw Hat once.
He said that's Dragon's son.
He said that's Dragon's son. Not that's Straw Hat Luffy, the guy that has a $300 million bounty. He said that's Dragon's son. Dude.
Yeah, I mean, it could be some, some interaction, something personal there. Like I said, that's the part of the lore that I want Oda to flesh out, where we have a lot of time developing some characters, having fun with the characters, but for a lot of these backstories, sometimes we get backstories that we don't even want. Like we get, like we find out things about characters, like, okay, all right, but it's like, what about giving us something on Dragon? Something. Give us something on Dragon. What we're 865 chapters in,
We ain't got nothing.
We don't know
And
shit about Dragon.
and people want to say, and you know, look, man, people want to say, oh, well, we're 70% done with the series, so the series is gonna end soon. You really think the series is gonna end soon, and we don't know shit about Dragon? We don't know shit about Vegapunk. We don't know shit about Kaido. We don't know shit about Shanks.
You know what'd be sad? Big Daddy Vinsmoke just said he hates Big Mom. Hey man, you should have been prepared. But what would be sad is if Oda rushes through those backstories. If Oda gives us 5 to 10 chapters on Dragon. If Oda
Brago, you stop it.
If he does that, that would be bad. That would be really bad.
That'd be horrible.
10 and the thing is, it's like I don't want One Piece to get to the point where Oda's like Shonen Jump is like, all right, maybe Promised Neverland blows up, Boku no Hero Academia blows up, something new from Shonen Jump is fresh and popping. Then Shonen Jump is like, well, listen, man, Oda, I know you've been holding it down, but you gotta end it.
They do that to Oda, dude, there are going to be riots in Japan for weeks, for months. Dude, Shonen Jump knows that One Piece is like pretty much the culture in Japan.
Yes.
At this point, kind of like Dragon Ball Z was at one point.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not gonna do that. They know that, dude, One Piece, if any series is protected, it's One Piece and it's Hunter x Hunter.
Hunter x Hunter is definitely protected, especially because of Togashi and his past work.
It's because of who Togashi is.
Yeah, he has.
He was an editor for Shonen Jump, dude.
Yes,
he's an editor, or he was an editor for Kuroko no Basket. Like, dude, Togashi, he ain't got to do nothing. Nothing.
Yeah. My thing is, though, people are saying One Piece is too big, and I hear that. But at one point, Bleach was huge, and at the end of the day,
Bleach was never as big as.
It definitely wasn't never as big as One Piece. But if something isn't popping anymore, yeah, you can say they owe it to One Piece for us to see One Piece through. They owe it to us. But I don't think they have any type of loyalty, bro. Like, look, from how they've handled every single show, every single series.
Bruh, Dragon Ball Z never got that treatment. They made Togashi work his ass off and stuff. Or Akira Toriyama, they made him work his ass off. But Dragon Ball Z, that was probably a very protected series. Rurouni Kenshin was. Yu show.
Those are OGs.
Those flagship series, dude.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't ever look at Bleach like that because, look, okay, yes, Bleach did blow up over here, like in North America, and this is probably where it was like the biggest that it ever was.
The anime Bleach's anime was amazing. Like,
yeah, Bleach's anime was great. It was a shit. My thing with One Piece is that there's so much more money to be made from One Piece, and then do you know how many more times they're gonna have a chance to get One Piece popping over here? Like, okay, picture this, right? Picture that they're like, okay, well, we'll just leave we'll leave alone like trying to get One Piece onto a network in the US stuff, right? And then, so imagine like after One Piece is done, they're gonna do a One Piece Kai. Because
you think so,
dude? Yes,
I think they definitely will.
The reason why they're gonna do a One Piece
because the anime
is because of how bad the anime is. They're just gonna redo it over again, and this time, whenever they redo it, it's not gonna be the same old drawn out scenes.
Yeah,
and dude, like that time, like that's gonna be when One Piece just goes like it just gets crazy.
So the Renfro just said Toriko is pretty big. Look what happened. The thing with Toriko never really blew up.
Was never big.
It never really blew up like they expected it to. You know what I mean? Like, it never really took off. Like, because the thing with Toriko, remember when they had that crossover?
Dude, you got to think about the multiple crossover cover pages that Toriko had. Dude, Toriko got placed next to Luffy and Goku
Goku.
on the on Shonen Jump. That's like pretty much saying like, yo, hello, this is your new series. Jump on it, and no one jumped on it. Toriko did not get as big as it was supposed to. If you had put um Deku in the middle of Luffy and Goku, do you know how big My Hero Academia would be right now?
Yeah. My Hero is, I think My Hero is already, the trajectory is already higher than what Toriko's ever was.
Oh, dude.
It already is.
Dude, it's selling way more than Toriko ever did. I think Toriko's highest like volume sales was like 4.4 million, and My Hero Academia is at like 5.
And it's already crossed over better too. Like it's like, as far as like, I didn't know many people that were watching the Toriko anime.
Dude, nobody.
You know what I mean? And My Hero Academia's anime is amazing. Like the anime is adapting the source material very well. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't think it's a comparison right there. I think My Hero is just better than Toriko. It's just been, people are saying the manga is. I haven't read the manga with Toriko. People are saying the manga is a lot better. Manga is a lot better than the anime. I watched 80 episodes of the anime, but
you wasted your time with that.
Yeah,
you wasted your time.
Yeah, I mean, it was just so cheesy, man. I was just like, what the hell am I watching?
You wasted your time.
Yeah. Someone said Hunter x Hunter is the pinnacle of manga.
No, stop.
It's the pinnacle of the anime is the pinnacle of shonen. It's up there with FMAB. Hunter x Hunter anime is almost perfect. I have no problems with
Hunter x Hunter. You gotta think about this, Brago. You gotta think about this. This is a animation studio that's literally that's literally making content. That's literally making content from the original source all the way to the current date, which was years and years and years of material. Do you know how many episodes or how many chapters they were putting in an episode of Hunter x Hunter?
Was it one?
They were putting up to 3 or 4 chapters in one episode.
I mean, I remember like, so I tried to start reading it first. The art is trash.
Imagine if One Piece puts 3 to 4 chapters in the episode. Do you know how, dude, people would jump on One Piece like fucking wildfire.
I agree. I agree.
Like, dude, because, okay, so let's just go all the way back, right? Let's go all the way back to like whenever Luffy was fighting, what's that guy's name? Kuro?
Captain Kuro?
Yeah, Captain Kuro.
Yeah.
Dude, do you know how drawn out that fight was?
Yeah, the fight versus Kuro had
drawn out.
It was.
But once they reanimated, like, dude, they're gonna know. Like, yo, we gotta speed this shit.
One Piece in the beginning is very hard to get into. It's the anime at least. I mean, even the manga at times. It's like it's a struggle. It's a grind at times because it's just like some things are just like, all right, okay, when is this gonna get to the part where it's enjoyable? Because I remember when I first started One Piece, I did not like the first arc. I felt like it was like, I was like, what? I mean, it took a while for me to get into it. You know, with Hunter x Hunter, I watched the anime after trying to read the manga, and the art was pretty much chicken scratch. I was like, all right, let me watch this anime. First, I was watching the 1999, but then realized they had a 2011. I'm like, yo, let me check out the 2011. It's better animation. Let's do it. And it was amazing.
Yeah.
Hunter x Hunter was amazing.
That shit's dope.
Some of the best fights ever in anime in one show. Kurapika versus Uvogin was amazing. Of course, Netero versus the King. I loved all the interactions with the Phantom Troop. I love this short fight with Crollo, Silva, and Zeno.
Dude, are you caught up to the manga?
Yes, I am. Oh, bro. I don't want to spoil people, but oh my god,
Bro, if that last fight gets animated, if that
my
last
god,
fight, dude, listen, if Togashi hadn't gone on hiatus,
if that last fight gets animated, bro, if that last fight that just happened in the manga gets
if
animated,
that last fight is animated, that's top 5. That's top 5 fights ever, like
bruh.
in anime.
The last fight that happened in the manga,
It
was so complex, but so amazing at the same time. Like, I don't think people understand how well written that fight was. It was so good. And the thing is,
that fight was.
and the thing is, they use so many context clues from previously, from interactions between the two characters back in the story, building upon the powers that the characters had without ass pulls. One could say we had an ass pull, but this was explained previously in the manga before. So
man, that like look, I'm not gonna spoil anybody, but listen, that fight, like when I was reading that, I was just like,
it was amazing. I did it. It was just great, man. It was great. People saying Adult Gon versus Pito. That was hype.
Hold on real quick.
Yeah. The Adult Gon versus Pito, that was hype. But I don't think it was great because let's be real here. Pito got raped. Pito got raped at the end of the day. One of my favorite scenes in Hunter x Hunter, where I'm like, yo, I love this series. One of my favorite scenes was my favorite scene in Hunter x Hunter was when one of my favorite scenes. It's like it's not even a crazy scene. It's just like it was just done so well. Gon and Killua, I believe they were following Nobunaga. But then someone is following Gon and Killua. So then all of a sudden, Gon and Killua, they're up at a window looking at Nobunaga. Nobunaga answers the phone. I believe it's Nobunaga. And then all of a sudden, he looks up at Gon and Killua. Immediately, these dudes book it for the door. And at the door, it's my boy. It's Finks?
Yeah, you're talking about whenever Gon and Killua were following the Phantom Troop.
They were following the Phantom Troop.
Yeah.
And then
that was
nobody. I was like, Killua can take him.
My
Killua got fucking owned, bro.
Yeah, dude, by the Phantom Troop. Yeah.
I was like, what? I was like, Killua had no chance. Like, soon as they saw that Nobunaga noticed them, they were out, and they were just right there waiting on him. I was like, yo, that scene was done so well. Like, I rewatched that scene so many times, yo. But that shit was.
You want to know one of my favorite scenes, in Hunter x Hunter, was whenever Gon gets his powers back, right? Or he gets his Nen back.
Yeah.
And then Morel, he's like, Gon, I still don't have any faith in you.
Listen, man.
Yo, that man was sweating. He was sweating bullets. And then like he's like, yo, come at me with the intent to kill me. And then Killua just walks up and then he taps Gon on the shoulder. He's like, yo, man, you gotta chill.
Fucking chill, bro. You gotta chill. He said, yo, chill.
And then he looks over at Morel, and then he's like, yo, he was really gonna kill you.
He was gonna kill him, yo. He was gonna fuck him. Yo, that was crazy. When I
watched that, dude, I was like, yo, Gon is about to do something crazy.
Yeah. Another good scene was when they explained Godspeed. The narrator is perfect in the anime, by the way. Like how they bring in the narrator at times.
Oh, dude. Like
That's really good.
Dude, this narration, like, it reminds. The only narration that I think is better than that, or maybe better, is the narration in One Piece, because the narration in One Piece is fucking epic. Like,
yes, when they do it, it is good. Yes.
Bro, you got to think about when they do it though. They do it at the best times. Like whenever Whitebeard died, dude. Oh my
yeah, and they did it with the fleet as well, saying like just giving hints. The thing is with Hunter x Hunter is more consistent with it, where they do it a lot more, and it's still really good. You know what I mean? Where
I feel like sometimes with the narration though, it's like it's a cop out, because you shouldn't fall back on narration at all times, because if you notice, like, Togashi uses the narration to explain people's powers.
But the thing is, though, I feel like Hunter x Hunter needs it just because of how complex it is. Remember in the fight with the King versus Netero, without the narration, you're like, what is happening? But they explain, like, they're telling you, like, because of what the King experienced with Komogi, that's how he was able to deduce everything Netero was doing. With fighting Netero, it took him time to deduce like what he's doing, but he had the experience just from going through with Komogi, because then you'd be like, how did he figure it out? But it's like this has been built up from all those matches with her.
And dude, that was so crazy how that fight was written, because it's like literally like the King was getting stronger because of his games that he played with her, but he never beat her.
Nope. I mean, she was a master strategist as well, you know. And it's like the King got so much better off of fighting, off of dealing with her. But the more impressive thing was that Netero, at that age, was hanging with the King.
Yeah.
At that age, Netero was fighting the King,
because it's like okay, if Netero would have been 10 years younger, then what?
Yeah, and Netero 10 years younger, I think Netero is definitely beating the King. Listen, when they went into Netero's backstory and showed how much he trained and how much he trained to have his like what it said, his punch to be faster than like with the speed of sound, like
yeah,
what? Like, come on, yo.
Yeah.
Listen, man.
He didn't they say he did 10,000 punches?
10,000 punches. Yeah. At this Netero, like if he was in his prime, he's destroying the King. I'm sorry, he's destroying the King. But if you haven't watched Hunter x Hunter, I see people saying a spoiler alert. If you haven't watched a Hunter x Hunter anime, go watch it. Just go, take a day, take a couple days, go watch Hunter x Hunter, go watch the anime. You will know how hype Hunter x Hunter is. Hunter x Hunter is a great body of work. It's amazing. You gotta enjoy it, man.
Yeah.
They say I think Jing Freeze wants to fight his ancient granddaddy, Ragnar. Jing is an interesting character.
Dude, do you remember when like we saw like some of the stuff Jing could do?
Jing seems to be adept at copying. You know what I mean? Where it's like, remember, I don't want to spoil for the people that's in the chat. It's like a lot of people.
But dude, look, I'm not gonna spoil, but the way that like his power was being explained, like with the narration, dude, I was like, yo, I need more. Like,
I need more Jing. I need more Jing. I need more Jing and Pariston. I want to see those two.
I mean, all Jing is Yusuke.
It seems that way. He's
Yusuke.
It seems that way. Wait, okay. So what's better, Hunter or Yu Yu Hakusho?
Man, you're talking to a Yu Yu Hakusho fanboy, so I mean, Yu Yu Hakusho, bro. Yu Yu Hakusho is the best anime ever.
Oh, here we go.
It's the best anime ever. Yu Yu Hakusho is better than One Piece.
All right, Matt. You gotta chill. I enjoy Yusuke versus what was his name? Taguro. I enjoyed that as well. But we gotta chill with that, yo. With that.
Man. Yo, man.
I prefer Hunter x Hunter though. I prefer Hunter x Hunter over Yu Yu Hakusho. I think if it gets a remake, then. But right now I prefer
If
Hunter.
if you want me to be objective and give my real opinion, obviously Hunter x Hunter is way better than Yu Yu Hakusho.
I think it needs a remake though. It needs a remake.
Yu Yu Hakusho definitely could use like a look. Yu Yu Hakusho.
You know how popping that would be?
And Kenshin should.
Kenshin. Definitely
Bruh,
Kenshin.
Bro, dude, Kenshin is probably like Kenshin is probably the most underrated shonen like ever. If people actually read Kenshin all the way through and like really read Kenshin, like Kenshin is top 3 shonen in my eyes.
And if they watch the OVAs as well, I watched some. The OVAs are really good as well because they kind of characterize Kenshin even more. The OVAs are really good. Kenshin remake, Yu Yu Hakusho remake, those would be amazing. Not gonna lie.
Kenshin remake first any day. If you asked me to give all of my money to you for a remake of Kenshin or Yu Yu Hakusho, and I could only
I would do
have
Kenshin.
one in my lifetime, Kenshin any day.
I'd do Kenshin as well. Kenshin was just it's a really great story. Like Kenshin overall is just the story is amazing, man, and like the fights. Come on, man, by Tosai. Come on, Full Metal. I mean, people are saying Full Metal Alchemist. That speaks for itself, man. Well, Brotherhood at least. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. It's great, and I think the thing about it that makes it so good is that it's not set for this one type of anime fan. Like no matter what type of anime fan you are, you're gonna enjoy Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood because it has so many different themes that it touches upon that not necessarily relatable, but you understand it. Where it's like, damn, that's messed up. But
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
It has fights, it has story, it has the characters, it has the feels.
Bruh, my favorite part about Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, I think, was whenever Ed like told Envy the truth about himself.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that well, and then
you know what killed
like with Hawkeye and Mustang,
yeah,
like just their dynamic throughout that whole like, dude, I was like, yo, I got to see this. Like,
you know what really got me was when my boy Maze Hughes when he died.
Yeah.
And when it happened with when my boy Mustang was about to cry, and she was like, "Yo, it's like, it looks like it's gonna be rain today." It's like, "Oh, it's not raining anywhere." It's like, "Oh, it's raining, all right." And you're just tearing up just because that was just a moment, man. That was a moment for me where I was just like, "Yo, that's crazy." I see people saying they didn't like FMAB. They're saying it's trash. I don't know. I don't know how you can say that anime is trash. But listen, man, that
people better stop it. People better stop it. But I'm gonna say Code Geass is up there too. Like
I love Code Geass.
Code Geass.
I love Code Geass. It was different. I didn't expect it to go the way it went, but when I went through it, I was like, I was glued to it. I was glued to it, and I just I couldn't stop watching.
When I tell you an ending that like caught where I was,
it created so much conversation around it. You know, I think they should have left it where it is. Now they're about to bring it back.
I'm not watching that shit.
I'm not gonna watch it. You know, but it's like it was good, man. It was really good. So it's like I think that's another one where that's a classic to me. That's a classic where it's not many anime that I put above Code Geass. I'm saying,
dude, I can't even think of. Oh,
I think as far as anime,
Code Geass is like a literal classic to me.
It's a classic.
Like, Code Geass is.
Someone said Code Lyoko. If you remember Code
I'm
Lyoko,
dead.
yo.
I'm
Oh my
dead,
god.
bro.
Code Lyoko.
Geass, bro. Code Geass, man. There's not any anime that I can think of right off the top of my head that I would say is better than that. When we're talking about an anime, and yeah, the second part is a little
Yeah. I mean, that's with
but
anything though. Like you try to do a second part, it typically drops because the first part was so amazing, you know? Like I'm trying to think of a second part of anything that was better than the first of an anime. Because people still say Hunter x Hunter 99 was better than 2011. You know, people say that Naruto first part was better than the second part.
true.
People say One Piece is better pre-time skip. And I think it's just because of expectations where if something is just a great body of work, it's really hard to follow it up. You know, it's typically
Especially
like the first time is the
when,
best time.
especially when you break one body of work into two parts and you
Yes.
judge each part differently. Because
Yes,
in Kishimoto's eyes, there is no part one and part two of Naruto. It's just Naruto.
exactly. But then when we break it up, that's when you can kind of decipher and that's when you kind of judge it. Say Hajime no Ippo. I love Ippo, man. I love Hajime no Ippo. That's one of my favorite anime.
Oh,
Someone mentioned an anime that I forgot about. Fate Zero.
Fate Zero is an
Um,
anime that I would say is better than Code Geass. Like
Fate Zero is better than Code Geass. Yes,
when we're talking
yes,
about an anime, like just
yes.
strictly the anime,
It's
you're
amazing.
not gonna find an anime that's better than fucking Fate Zero.
You're gonna find few characters that are so similar but yet so different than Kurutsugu Emiya and Kotomi Kire. Like those two characters, you got to watch the anime to understand those characters. But you fall in love with those characters, and of course the fights are amazing as well. The animation is top notch, top tier. The animation in Fate Zero is almost untouched.
Pretty much.
Like
Pretty
if
much.
if you haven't watched Fate Zero, you gotta watch Fate Zero. Yeah.
Let me see. I'm trying to think what's some more good anime. Oh, Gurren Lagann.
I've never seen Gurren Lagann.
Yeah, Brago.
Pharaoh was telling me about Gurren Lagann, yo.
I'm gonna
Pharaoh,
leave Brago. No,
Pharaoh, Pharaoh was telling me about Gurren Lagann. I was like, yo, I gotta check it out. I've seen like 2 episodes.
Brago, listen to me, man. Listen to me. Okay. I need you to listen. All right. I need you to listen to me, okay?
Tell me about Gurren Lagann, man. Maybe I'll check it out. Tell me about Gurren Lagann.
Listen. This is all I'm gonna tell you. My drill is the drill that will reach the heavens. Okay.
All right.
Go watch it. Go watch it.
You know what? It's on my list. It's on my list. I plan on watching it. I do plan on watching it. I like the first 2 episodes.
Bro, Gurren Lagann is probably like next to Yu Yu Hakusho is my favorite anime ever.
That's on my list. It's on my list next to finishing JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I think I'm on part 3. So my plan was after JoJo to watch Gurren Lagann. That was the plan because I've been hearing about it. I've been hearing a lot about it, but I'm gonna get around to it. People say Hitman Reborn. I love Hitman Reborn.
Something else you should watch. I don't know if you watch this, and this is gonna go into that little sports anime thing that we've been talking about for months.
Yeah.
But it's my fault. It's my fault. It's not your fault. But anyways, Hajime no Ippo.
I love Ippo. Ippo is amazing.
Probably, yeah, man. There's not a lot of series that I would say are better than Ippo.
Ippo is great. I did not expect to enjoy Ippo as much as I did, but I really like the OST as well. The OST in Hajime no Ippo is really good. It's really underrated. A lot of people don't talk about OST, but the OST just sets the stage for everything, and the characters are just so well fleshed out. Love Ippo.
While we're talking about sports, Haikyuu.
Oh my god, Haikyuu stole my heart last year, man. Haikyuu just I fell in love with Haikyuu in so many ways. Shout out to Suki, man. Shout out to Suki. That's my guy right there.
Haikyuu is the best series in Shonen Jump right now.
You about to trigger some people, yo. You about to dislikes about to shoot up. These dislikes about to soar, man. Hey man,
Yo,
listen.
man, I'll be telling people that every week. People are like, yeah, did you read the chapter One Piece? Read Haikyuu, nigga.
Bro, you know one set of fans that you cannot piss off, right? The One Piece fans, yo, they go ham for their series. They go ham.
Listen, I have never, and this is what I'm so proud of. I have never experienced the wrath of the One Piece fandom.
Oh man,
dude, you want to know who was the worst in the community for a while? Was the fucking Narutards.
Oh, Naruto, yeah, because Naruto was just Naruto was just so huge. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, okay. So it was when, like, I remember this, dude. It was when One Piece, like, when people started getting on One Piece heavy. Like,
yep.
I'm talking about, like, around the Ena's Lobby times, around Marine Ford, Sabodi, and like, dude, that's when that is when One Piece was a fucking wildfire, and it was like, yo, everybody is trying to fucking throw wood onto the fire, like literally everybody.
Of course, and then when something's blowing up, the fan base of the another series is they're gonna feel threatened. They're gonna be like, nah, son.
Dude, man, dude, they were so mad. They were angry. Like anytime you said something about One Piece,
yeah,
and Naruto in the same comment, oh, dude, that thread of comments had at least 50.
I think the Naruto fans have acknowledged that it's not the same as before, and a lot of them has crossed over to like new series. So I didn't experience the like true wrath of it when I joined the community, but I saw like the remnants of it where it's like heated debates about Naruto and One Piece. And personally, I love Naruto, and it has a special place in my heart just because of how it kind of made me watch One Piece in a way. You know what I mean? So that's there for me. But right now my computer's about to die.
Oh, your computer's about to die.
Yeah. We gonna end it here. Matt, you want to tell them what's happening tomorrow?
Oh, yo, tomorrow we're gonna be doing a Q&A on my channel.
Yep.
Q&A. It's gonna be me and Brago. We're gonna be there tomorrow. I'll post what time. Tomorrow.
Yep.
Probably like around 8
That's
p.m.
perfect.
Central Time, or 8 p.m. Central Time. So 9 like Brago's time. So yeah, that's when it'll be.
So tomorrow, Matt's channel, we're doing a live Q&A. Check that out. Matt's channel will be in the description box down below. So yeah, like the stream, people. Appreciate everybody coming through.
Yeah, appreciate everybody coming through so last minute.
Yeah, we did. We just
shout out to this man Brago. Like, he's the MVP.
Hey man, I appreciate you coming through, bro.
He's the MVP of the anime community. Real talk.
Hey man, appreciate you coming through, bro. This is always great, man. Always great for us talking.
Bro, I appreciate
One Piece or whatever. But yeah, tomorrow on Matt's channel link in the description. Check it out. Also follow us on Twitter at BragoDace. Matt, what's your Twitter?
My Twitter is Mugiwara MattB, and then I gotta say this just in honor of everything. We them boys.
Hey, shout out to Big Daddy Vinsmoke, yo. Hey, we out.